The Lysanthir Beastbane fusion is live, and we are here to break that down for you. Welcome in. My name is PJ. This is another Rare Intelligence video, and today let's go over the new fusion. A lot of people are hesitant on if they're going to go for this fusion or not, and we're going to go over the calendar and see what's got in store for us. So starting out, unfortunately, not like the last fusion, they did delay the DD a day, which kind of stinks. So the fusion before this, they started the spider and the DD at the same time, which was really nice. You didn't have to wait to start the spider, but since they delayed it again, you want to wait for the spider. You can start to do some champ training today, but ideally you want to wait for the spider to overlap with the DD before you really start going hard. Tuesday and Wednesday is also a PRCVC, so it's a great time to do some spider. You get a lot of points, get silver to set you up for the future with these gear enhancements, which you'll need to do. So definitely want to knock out the spider once the DD starts during most likely the CVCs. So those are going to be good overlapping. That will get you enough silver hopefully to complete the first artifact enhancement. Ideally you want it's like 15-ish million silver for each artifact enhancement, so you want to be going in with some silver. You don't want to be going in with zero. Hey, stop right there. Click in the description right now for you to get a free legendary Karato Fox Hunter along with 4 free amazing epic champions as you level up. Here are the exact steps that you need to follow. Step 1. Log out of Player and Play on PC and uninstall. If you have never had Raid installed on your mobile phone before, the link will work there too. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to the inbox and claim your champion. Here we go. Karato Fox Hunter will be there waiting for you in the inbox. This is an amazing start to your account and you do not want to miss it. So make sure you click the link in the description, follow the steps, and don't forget, tell a friend. But as you do these DDs, it will help you get silver along the way. So the next is the Fire Knight tournament. You can overlap this a little bit with the first DD, and then it looks like you can overlap it maybe a little bit with the second. I can't, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be really close. So I would say make sure you finish most of this with the first DD, and then if you can get a little bit at the end, then do it, but I wouldn't cut it too close because the dragon is gonna be overlapping with the second DD, which is nice. You got champion training. A lot of people can do champion training and dragon at the same time, so if you can, that's beautiful. You can triple dip there and then get more silver for artifact enhancement. And then comes to the ice golem and then the hero's pass. So this is going to be like the thing that most people are going to be worried about. You can't skip any event, so you need 400. There's 450 total, but the extra 50 is coming from this hero's path. So you can get all this hero's path and then skip 2 events. So you could skip the first summon rush, and then you could skip a DD or a champion training if those are hard for you, which is something that to think about if you are low on shards right now. Maybe skip this first summon rush and go all in on the hero's path, so you don't have to split up your shards as much. You can kind of save here and just do everything in the second part, or if you have the shards, you can do some of the summon rush and hero's path. But you do have to do this hero's path either way. It's if you want to get the extra 50 or not here, which is the bonus. So that's one decision that you guys have to make. But overall, it looks like things are overlapping pretty well. It's going to be kind of a tough fusion because you can't really skip anything unless you want to go for this hero's path. Now this hero's path, they could do a few things. It could be a guaranteed champion, probably going to be a soul for this guy, I would assume, which would be good if you're going to be using him for Hydra, which is the main area I would say this guy's going to be useful for. Getting a 4-star, 5-star blessing would be really nice. He needs accuracy because he's laning debuffs. He needs the crit damage because he's nuker, but more defense, more HP would be nice for, he is a defense champion, so defense would help him survive and do more damage. HP would help him survive. Attack wouldn't do anything for him, but the crit damage and accuracy would definitely be nice. Res couldn't hurt either, but be careful. This is definitely going to be tricky. It's going to be a summon champions and a DD, so it only shows that there's 2 DDs, but it's really 3 DDs if you think about it, with like the secret one as being the hero's path. So be on the lookout for that. You're gonna have to save some energy unless you do all with shards, which is gonna be pretty tough. Assuming it's gonna be a champion chase style, I'm not sure, because this first is a summon rush. So usually they do 1 summon rush, 1 champion chase, which is good and bad. Champion chases is you can use any type of getting a champion for points. So if you get a champion from the market, if you saved previous fusions and you pulled them from the fragments, you can get points for that. If you get Lydia or something like that, you get points for. But the issue is like you only get points for the rarity of the champion. So if you're pulling sacreds and you keep getting epic, that's gonna really hurt you with the points, where for the summon rush, it's based off of the shard type, not what you get. So if you pull a sacred, it's gonna be 500 points no matter what. If you get an epic or a Lego Uugo is still gonna be 500. For the Hero's Path, it really depends on what kind of rarity champion you're getting. So if you're lucky, you could fly through the champion chase, but if you're unlucky and getting rares, epics, depending on where you're pulling, it's gonna cost you a lot of resources. So definitely be careful with that. I don't know what's gonna be a champion chase. I'm just assuming, because usually they do one champion chase, one summon rush, but it could also be a summon rush as well if it was a summon rush. Again, good and bad, because you get points off of the shards. So if you save your shards, if you don't go for this summon rush and this is a summon rush, then you could save a lot of sacreds and get points that way. But you can't get points from the summoning from previous fusions, like I said earlier, or if you got Embry. I know a lot of people are getting Embry soon. If you got him, then it wouldn't count for this. So give and take, good and bad for both it being a champion chase and or summon rush. Kind of just depends on how they're feeling and what you got for resources. So definitely be careful with the Hero's Path. This could be very, very scary. Everything else looks pretty straightforward. The classic arena tournaments are easy. Just gotta do your arena. That's not too bad. And then just really try to make sure you're overlapping everything with as much as possible. Spider, DD, champion training. If you can do all three of those together, huge. Dragon, champion training. Again, a lot of people can do that, like I mentioned. And then Ice Golem, Spider, Fire Knight, Dragon, Ice Golem. Makes sense. They usually do one of each. We have 3 gear enhancements, 2 champion trainings, 2 DDs, but kind of 3 DDs because this is also a artifact and accessory, and then 2 summoning events. Let me know what you guys think of the fusion, if you guys are going for them or not. I would say if you're early mid game and need Hydra help, especially a Hydra damage dealer, this dude could actually be pretty good. I've seen some showcase videos and a lot of people actually posted a second video after their first video saying that they made a couple mistakes and they're actually a little better than they thought. If you're a late game end game player, I don't think you're gonna really need him unless it's for Cursed City or for hard faction wars. I don't think he's gonna be replacing any of your Hydra damage dealers if you're late game end game. But if you're early game mid game, then I think this dude could actually be pretty useful. I've heard he does similar-ish damage to Thor, and Thor is very good damage dealer in Hydra. He was one of the better fusions they've done recently. So if he's close to Thor level of damage, I would say that's a win, and people should be trying to get him, especially if you're early mid game and struggling with Hydra. You need 3 teams for Hydra, and each team usually needs around 2 damage dealers, if not 3 damage dealers, depending on the synergy of the team. But you need at least 2, because if you only have 1 damage dealer, they're first to get eaten, you can't get them out. It's a big pain. So you need to bring at least 2, and this guy could be one of them. He brings decreased speed, brings weaken. For Hydra, you're looking for champions that are bringing multiple things. So if they're a damage dealer, unless they're one of the best damage dealers, they should be trying to bring debuffs or buffs. Along with your support champions, you want them to do lots of debuffs, lots of buffs, or some type of damage as well. You have 6 slots in Hydra, and you're really trying to maximize the most amount of buffs, debuffs, and damage all together in one team. So this guy could definitely be helpful. I have noticed that they've been doing a lot of weakened champions recently for fusions, which is not necessarily good or bad, just kind of an observation. I think there was a lot of AoE decreased defense champions in the game before, and not that many AoE weakens, so I am happy that they are getting some more AoE weakens in the game, but maybe they can slow down a little bit. I think the past 3 or 4 might have had AoE weaken in them, so maybe we could slow down a little bit on the AoE weaken. I think it was needed in the game. Now they can start working on some other champions that or other areas of the game that need help. Maybe more freeze champions for Fire Knight. I know G-Nut is like the main one, but G-Nut's fusion was a long time ago now, so getting another fusion to help out Fire Knight could be good. We have Creodin, Neldor, there are some other good champions, but there's not nearly as good a champion as G-Nut. Is that 100% A1 triple hitter is so good. The other champions just don't have that 100% A1 in it. Really makes it a lot more RNG and not as consistent. So if they could come out with another multi-hitter A1 100% freeze for Fire Knight, I think that would be pretty nice and could actually help out the community a lot. But since G-Nut, there hasn't really been much. There's Creodin, Neldor, your Carl are all decent, Blizzard, but they're really not quite the G-Nut level, especially to the A1. We're not talking about the damage on the A3 that he brings. He's an enemy max HP, but just strictly the A1 having a triple hitter, 100% chance of freeze is really clutch for the Fire Knight. So hopefully they can bring something like that back as well. But for me, I think I'm going to be doing this fusion. I try to do every fusion, even if they're really bad. I think they're just kind of fun to do in the game. I save my sacreds, I save my shards, my resources generally to be able to do fusions, even if they're not good, because it's something to do in the game. I like doing them. I like challenging myself, and you never know when they're going to be good in the future. Personally, I'd rather have gone for a fusion and never use them and have them sit in the vault than not go for a fusion and then in a few months be like, dang, I really could use that Beastbane, but I didn't go for him now in this Cursed City stage or this Faction War hard stage. Hard Faction Wars is coming. Some some of these contents coming down the line, you can never be too careful. I do think a lot of people are going to skip him. I think a lot of end game, late game players are going to skip him, and I completely understand. Plarium has been going really hard trying to get us to use our resources, waste our resources on events, and they've been having really good events. I'm not going to lie. It's not like they've been doing bad events. They've been doing really good events to force us or to try to make us use our resources, which is, I understand them wanting to use our resources, getting us to use our resources, and us using them, not holding on to them. But I still think I'm going to try to do him. He looks pretty cool. Don't really need him in Hydra, but I like getting new champions. I like doing fusions, and I think it's something fun to do in the game. But let me know what you guys think of this guy. If you guys are going to be going for him, not going for him, if any new video has changed your mind on him. I think a lot of initial thoughts were kind of he's not that good, kind of meh, and now it seems like he might be a little bit better than people first initially thought. So if you were one of those people that saw one of the early videos of these CCs on the test server and said that he was not good, you might want to check them out again, because I think a lot of people started doing multiple videos or retesting him. One video that I saw that I thought was pretty good was Bronco. Shout out Bronco. He did Beastbane with, I think it was Harima, Fully Awakened, Razzlevarg. It also had Mishinaki, Glissade, and Monkey, I think. So the whole idea of the team was to try and get damage dealers into the team and see, with relatively similar stats, and see which damage dealer did the best. You might be surprised. Go check it out. I think Beastbane might surprise some of you guys with the results in that video. He does some decent damage. It's pretty good. If that's something that you need help with in Hydra, I would definitely recommend checking this guy out. But again, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment what you guys think. We just hit 400 subscribers as well. Thank you. We hit 400 on the dot. Everyone that is subscribed already, I really appreciate it. Cannot wait to continue this journey with you guys. And if you guys have not hit the subscribe button, please do so. It is free. We're trying to do 5 videos a week, lots of raid videos, content, and all that good stuff. Hope you have a good rest of your day/night. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.